Good afternoon, world. It is 4:22 p.m. Hope you guys enjoyed this video that I made yesterday. I talked about SkySource, obviously. Got back from work, yeah. I just got back from work and I'm freaking tired. I am so tired. Well, today busy, yeah. Today we had like, I don't know, 270, 300 customers. 300 customers around that we have. About there, right? 290, 300 customers was busy. I'm tired. Yeah. Go with Chilton, I haven't yet, so now I'll go on the treadmill. Next Thursday or Friday, I get paid, well, like, I don't know, $900 check again, right? I get another $900 check. Making good money where I go over the. Yeah. I think Emmanuel hung out with the other guy again today. That's why she's fucking weird. It's a weird fucking chick, man. Say yes to that normal, good looking guy and you say no to me. This is son of God, she's weird, man. Fucking weird. And that's why she's gonna get what she deserves. When I lose this weight and I pick up chicks, she's gonna get what she deserves, obviously. And I will get her attention, guaranteed. If I lose the weight, I will. When I lose the weight, I'll get her attention. I'll even get Vijay's attention. When I post the headshots, like next year, you guys will know. Oh my God, Ivan looks skinnier. His dreads are growing. I'll get Vijay's attention too, but Vijay, I'll get her attention, obviously. Yeah. Because I know as long as I continue to stay faithful, I don't touch a chick. Victoria Justice, because she's blind, obviously, I'll never know. She'll continue to take me for granted. She's gonna keep banging guys. She doesn't understand how it feels, obviously, for another woman to touch her husband. I know the feeling of what. I remember when I woke up, that thought of one man touching my wife drove me crazy. Oh man, I hope no man touched my wife. And I figured the puzzle was okay. The world ceremony her, that means they're jealous or envious. And she had boyfriend. Something tells me that there's no way a hot chick like that, those men would not go after her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, the mess happened. All those men went after Vijay, yeah. Obviously. And Vijay's a cheating whore. She doesn't listen, man. She's crazy. I mean, that's why I ignore her at night, man. Sometimes I'm even tempted if I should run off. I shouldn't even save her. See what happens, obviously. Yeah, man. Why does Vijay keep fucking men, Ivan? Because she takes me for granted, obviously. She knows I'll never know. Yeah, Ivan will never know. I must well fuck all these guys. And she's evil, obviously. She what? She wants her full cake, obviously. That's why when she cries to me, I tell the bitch to shut up. She's crazy. Yeah, man, she's a crazy woman. Obviously. And she says I'm wearing a nice mask. What about you? You act like a sweetheart on camera and you fuck men continuously every week. And you destroy. So while you're fucking men every week continuously behind your husband's back, while you're doing that, you also destroy his sleep. So you want your full cake. Yeah, I want my full cake. I like the attention he's man. I love them. No, she's evil, obviously. But so now I love you too, Ivan. I want to destroy your sleep. I don't want to be left behind. I want your money, Ivan. I want to be I don't agree with you. I want to live life with you. She's fucking crazy. Yeah, and that's why I ignore her. She's a crazy woman. Yeah, man. She's crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah, the chick, the other chick, who's 17, she told me she what? She doesn't work weekdays. I'm sorry, Ivan. I don't work weekdays anymore. I don't work weekdays anymore, Ivan. I'm like, really? Yeah, I only work Sundays now, Ivan. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? means what? That means I can't ask her, man. I can't ask her to hang out with me on a weekend. It won't work. Her sister works on weekends with her, and it's too crowded on. It's too busy on weekends. I can't ask her. Weekdays I can ask her because it's slow. Weekdays I can't ask her. Weekdays I can ask her, but she doesn't work weekdays anymore because she's in school. But she told me earlier that she'll work sometimes, probably a couple times a month. She'll work on a weekday, and when I get the opportunity, I'll ask her if she wants to hang out with me. If she says no, it's her loss, obviously. So, Sarah. If she says no, it is her loss. It is her loss, obviously, Sarah. If she says no, it is her loss. It is her loss, obviously. It is her loss if she says no. So, Ivan, how do you get a bad girl's like Emmanuel's attention? You have to lose the weight, Ivan. You have to lose this weight. And you have to start picking up chicks. And once you do, you'll get her attention. Guaranteed. Because she'll be like, oh my god, look at Ivan now. He's a bad boy. He's picking up chicks. Go into trouble tonight. And I'm going to do a thing now. That way I lose weight faster. I'm going to try my best to eat salad every day. Sometimes during the week I could eat a bit of carbs. I'm going to try my best to eat salad. At work, I always eat the Caesar salad. This week I cheat a little bit, but every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I work this week. I'm going to eat salad for those 3 days. And when I go, at nighttime when I go home, I'm also going to make myself a salad too. Make myself like a salad with maybe chicken or something like that. And that's how I'll lose weight faster. You can even lose weight just by eating salad every week. You can lose weight by doing that. But if you work out like 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, and you eat salad like 5 days a week, 6 days a week, you'll lose the weight. I'm going to do that from now on. And then Thursdays are my cheat days. I go all out and I order my pizza or my McDonald's. This Thursday I'm going to get probably Jimmy's. I'm going to go back to getting Jimmy's. I'll get like a pepperoni pizza at Jimmy's. Because Jimmy's has the better garlic sauce. The pizza at Gabriel's you can argue is better, but Jimmy's has the better tasting garlic sauce. Hence why with the pizza with the garlic sauce at Jimmy's, I give Jimmy's the edge over Gabriel's. But it's close, obviously. So I'm sorry. It's close, obviously, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm going to talk a bit about the Bible here again. So all you Christians, listen up. I'm going to go deep again here. Obviously. Yeah. What did Jesus mean when he said in John that the Father has life in himself and he has granted the Son to have life in himself also? What does Jesus mean by that? The Father birthed me, and because he birthed me, he granted me the right to have life in myself too. He passed down his gene to me. The DNA that he has, he passed it down to me. Because I have his DNA, I also have life in myself also. Everything he can do, I can do. You know, he can create, I can create. He's God's beloved son. Sounds Ivan, man, you're gifted. Yes. That's what it means. Whereas if you believe Jesus was not begotten made, he was begotten not made, he was there side by side with the Father. The Son, him being the Son is like a spiritual title. The Father being the Father is a spiritual title. Then this passage doesn't make any sense. That's why a lot of Christians, they find ways to tap dance around those issues. Well, the reason why the Father grants Jesus and gives him authority because Jesus is the heir. okay, but like if it doesn't really make sense if Jesus is the heir and he was always there and he's a son in the sense of having a spiritual title, the passages don't really make any sense. You have to find a way to tap dance around those passages. Whereas if Jesus is born from God, then these passages all make sense. The Father gave me authority. Just like a king gives the prince, he passes down, he gives everything he has to the prince. Everything that the Father had, he gave it to the Son. He gave the Son because the Son is his beloved, he's the heir. You see what I'm saying? It all makes sense. Yeah. The Son could do nothing himself, whatever he sees the Father do. Did Jesus say the Father showed him things? Yeah, Jesus saw what the Father can do. The Father taught him. Well, even the Father didn't teach Jesus. I'll prove it to you that the Father taught Jesus. There's more passages in the Bible I can read. These passages make more sense. And if you Christians think I'm wrong, then refute me. I don't think you can, but if you think I'm wrong, refute me. I'm entitled to listen to what you have to say. I'm not infallible. I can make errors too. But I think all these scholars, don't hate me guys, and all these preachers who preach Jesus was begotten, not made, they're wrong. I believe that Jesus was begotten, made. Hence why the NIV, they do their very best, and the Catholic Bibles, they do their very best to what? To avoid that passage. In the bosom of the Father. Oh man, that kind of sounds like Jesus was born, yeah? That's why they change it to in a close relationship with the Father. You know what I'm saying? In the passage of John, it says begotten Son. When you read NIV and in the Catholic Bible, it says only Son. Yeah, you see that? You see how those wicked deceivers, they do that? Because they don't want to tackle that issue, that topic. You know, because they know, man, if we believe Jesus is born, we can lose followers, the Muslims, Jehovah's Witnesses are going to be all over us. I'm like, no, he's the eternal begotten Son of God, born in time, born in eternity, not born in time. So I'm saying, Ivan, you believe in Arianism? No, I don't. I don't believe in Arianism. Arianism, I believe they believe that they believe Jesus was created in time, obviously, but they believe Jesus is a lesser being than the Father. I don't believe that. Jesus is just as equal in the Father in power, authority, and power. The only thing Jesus is not equal to the Father in is rank. The Father has a higher rank than Jesus, obviously, in terms of the subordination rank, because he's the Father of Jesus and he's a God of Jesus in the sense that he birthed him. In that sense, Jesus is lesser than the Father in rank, but in terms of power, authority, nature, they're equal. That Jesus has the same nature as the Father. He can do exactly what the Father can do. Oh, see, the way I see the Trinity is you have the way I see the Trinity, guys. Before I go into the passages, obviously, is that you have three persons who have the same DNA, and because they have the same DNA. Because they have the same DNA, they're the same God. Does that make sense? So in that sense, they're one, but they're more than one in another sense, whereby there's more than one person. One DNA, three persons who share that DNA. That's the easier way to explain it. Whereas if you say being and persons, the way Samuel was saying, it can be confusing. I'm like, yeah, I stay away from the term eternal being and person, because being and person could be interchangeable words. You see what I'm saying? Like yes, a person is not the same thing as a being, but you could use being as a person too. They're interchangeable. Hence why I avoid the term one eternal being, the way Sam and David would say, and James White and all them say. I say you have three persons. You have three persons who share the same DNA. That makes it more. It makes more sense, because three persons share the same DNA. Obviously. So in that sense, they're one God. So I'm saying, because they can do exactly the same thing that the other person can do. They're one God in that sense. So I'm saying it makes more sense. But they're more than one another. Says, well, why there's more than one person? So I'm saying, sounds like Ivan. Yeah, the one being with three persons kind of sounds weird. Yeah, it sounds very weird. One being that is God. It kind of sounds weird. It sounds a bit what, convoluted and confusing. Obviously, one being, yeah, but even though it's one being, there's three persons that share the one being, Ivan. Obviously, yeah. The more accurate way is you have one DNA. You have three persons share the same DNA, and because they share the same DNA, they are one God. Obviously, that's not as convoluted as saying one being, in my opinion, anyways. Now let's go to the passages, guys. Before I talk about other stuff. Okay, let's go to John. I'm reading the New King James. I love New King James. New King James is my favorite Bible version. King James is my favorite too, but King James is very annoying with the thousand V's. That's why I like reading New King James. It's easier for me to read it's easier to read the passages on the New King James. With NIV, Catholic Bible, New Revised Version, all that stuff, stay away from those. I recommend you Christians you stay away from those Bibles. They're not good. I recommend you stick to the King James or stick to the New King James. Those are the two best translations, based off the Byzantine text, right? Yeah, the modern ones are not based off the Byzantine text. Yeah. So let's read the passages. Christians, listen to me very carefully, obviously. And after that, we'll talk about. I'll make like a 1 hour video, guys. I'm tired, and I am done after this. Okay. Ivan, the Father never taught Jesus. Okay, I'll prove it to you. I will prove it to you. Again, let's go deep here. Let's go to John 8. Sam knows this verse, obviously. Let's go to John 8. Wait. I think I got the wrong verse, guys. Oh, I lost the verse. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna have to shut this camera off here. I gotta find the verse again. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back.